If there's one thing that I love, it's Mario Maker ideas for different games. I think the Mario Maker idea was just brilliant, and I think it could work with a lot of different IPs in different genres. And I just made one recently on Mario Kart and how cool it'd be to have a Mario Kart Maker. But something else came to mind that I can't ever shake, and it's a Mario Party Maker. Mario Party has been going on for multiple games. It's over like 15 games now, and I couldn't help but think a lot of the time people aren't really happy with what Nintendo's doing with Mario Party of recent years. So I thought, why not let the community make their own Mario Party with a Mario Party Maker? Well, of course, today I want to dive into exactly how this would work and how this could actually be a cool idea if Nintendo ever wanted to do something like this in the future, giving us boards, plenty of boards to make, and plenty of boards to play online with friends as well. So if you're excited about a Mario Party Maker, stop what you're doing, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and it's my birthday today, so feel free to subscribe because of that and help us reach 200,000 subscribers. We are just under 2,000 subs away, so I appreciate you guys very much. But let's jump into the video. So first off, we have to talk about styles, but Mario Party is a weird one to place into specific game styles. I mean, you could technically base them off of each of the different consoles, like the 64, GameCube, Wii U, and even the Switch era, with different themes within those styles. But I don't know, I feel like that would be a lot of work, and it'd be like kind of pointless because we don't need kind of maps that look old for Mario Party. However, a good way to organize them could be based off of the way the board plays. For instance, you have about 4 to 5 different types of boards throughout the Mario Party franchise, and there's probably a couple more, but I want to stick with these. So you have basic star boards. This is based off of the basic Mario Party gameplay that requires you to go throughout the board collecting coins and purchasing stars with 3 different star spawns, and you can choose where the stars spawn, so that way you can place them in different areas and have them on a random spawn counter. This could also be like the maps that we have random chests everywhere, and you have to pick the right one that has the star. This would be very similar to Neon Heights from Mario Party 7, where there's maybe you put like 10 or 15 chests all over the board and only a couple has stars. That would be really cool as well. The second style would be reaching the finish line boards. These boards will be based on straight paths with little branching paths. Your goal is to get to the end and collect a star at the end of the path, and you can set how many times you have to do this, or maybe it's just one time and you're done. But these are some of my favorite boards because it's fun to race everybody else and get to the end before they do, and take like different paths, maybe land on event spots that bump you up forward a little bit, or maybe you can place down certain blocks that allow you to, you know, oh, I landed on a +5. When you land on that space, you get to move up +5 and stuff like that. So that way, whoever's in the very back can have a chance to get to the very front, and whoever's in the very front can maybe step on a space that sends them backwards. Goomba's Booty Boardwalk and Pagoda Peak are my examples. I love Pagoda Peak. I think it's, you know, an elite map, honestly, so I would love to see something in that vein, making your way all the way up a tall mountain or something in order to win the game. Our third style is star stealing boards. These are boards where you can steal stars from other players by attacking them with some special power. There was that Bowser suit in Mario Party 8, I believe, and you also had Pyramid Park where you could attack people with chain chomps in Mario Party 7. So this would be really cool if you could set some type of way to hit people. Maybe, you know, you can just choose like where you place these hammers at, and you can go grab a hammer and then try to track people down and hit them in order to take their star. That would be pretty cool as well, but you can set the round limit as well so it doesn't go on forever, but whoever has the most stars at the end of like the 10 rounds is the winner. This would be also one of my favorites. The fourth style will be Monopoly stars. Just like in Mario Party 7's Windmillville and also Mario Party 8's Koopa's Tycoon Town, your job is to purchase property for yourself and take them from others. You can set the starting price for the properties and also the amount of stars you can gain from each property and place them where you want on the map. And it's just pretty much a game of Monopoly and buying property. You know, whoever has the highest hotels or buildings or whatever you want to make it, gets the most stars from that place and holds the most stars until someone can outbid that price, which is a really fun, unique concept for Mario Party I wish to see return, but it's probably the most tactical one and feels closest to its board game roots. And then my final style that I had to include, and I know a lot of people won't like this one, but I actually enjoy it. Yes, I'm talking about the team car ones from Mario Party 9 and Mario Party 10. So you will be able to play in a cart with the other players just like in those two games. You will take turns controlling the car, and the player with the most mini stars by the end of the board wins. You can place mini stars wherever you please and also choose how many, you win in each mini game. You can set up the rules however you want. I actually really kind of like this mode. It kind of speeds things up. You're not playing a Mario Party game for like 2 hours. It's like 30 minutes and you're done. You can just make one straight line that the cart goes down and everybody plays in it together. So, that's just if somebody wants to play a quick game of Mario Party instead of playing with the other game modes. It's an accessible mode. It's an option. You don't have to play it, but I think I would like the option. I'm sorry. There's got to be someone else out there that also kind of enjoys this mode like I do. I mean, someone, right? And that's about all I did for these styles. I mean, technically, you could also do maybe like the free roam ones with like Toad Scramble from Star Rush, but yikes. So I think that's about it. So I have 10 different themes here, and you can pretty much already probably guess what they're going to be with a couple of extra like fun ones. But it's pretty much the same within all the Mario Maker games. So first one we have is like a grassland area where maybe like Peach's castles in the background and stuff, some hills, stuff like that. A desert with pyramids and just different, sand-filled areas. I don't know what else, maybe some ruins. DK jungle, just a vast jungle with vines to swing from and stuff like that. A beach / island / underwater. Maybe you can choose underwater sections that you can go into, or just kind of build pieces of the island around the map. You can have a mansion or a horror one where maybe you can go outside and then into a mansion with different warping areas and different boos scattered all over the place. You have a snow / ice land, just as simple as that, filled with snow and ice. You also have a toy room or a birthday, like Peach's birthday cake, or you could have Toy Dream, which would be really cool as well, kind of just like a fantasy fun-filled area. You can also have a factory. We have like Luigi's factory, Bob-omb factory. Why did Luigi ever have a factory in the first place? But some type of indoor factory facility would be really cool. And then the last two I did was Bowser's castle / a lava area. You have to have that lava area, that creepy kind of end of the game type of situation. And then finally a space / galaxy theme, maybe kind of like a Rainbow Road style or some type of futuristic in space satellite type of map that we have a lot in Mario Party would work. As far as board design goes, there's actually tools out there right now where people can create their own Mario Party boards. It's a little extra though. Obviously we want this to be accessible to children and to just anybody that wants to play this game as an actual purchasable video game. So you'll be able to draw your path by connecting line paths together by different spaces. So every time you put down 2 spaces, you can connect them with a line. You can create branching paths and everything like that, but the spaces you put down are up to you. You can have green, blue, and red ones like always, and you can also add different special spaces like the DK, Bowser, and minigame spaces. And when you put those spaces down, they will work the same way they always have. DK will give you things like coins or items, and Bowser would take them away. Maybe for event spaces, there are also preset batch of events that you can choose from and place them on the map. Maybe ones like you get to play a quick little minigame in the overworld like you could in the other Mario Party games. Just little overworld things that you can do that Nintendo has already made for you, and you can just place them in areas of the map, and maybe there's like a limit and you can only place like 3 or 4 per board. You can also place items in item spaces, or maybe they just randomly generate an item on a blue space, and these will be ways for them to attack each other or gain something, some type of advantage, or warp to another spot someone's on. Pretty basic stuff we've seen in the past Mario Parties already. You can also be in charge of star placement for each level, and you can make alternate paths and paths that take you up and down slopes and ladders that have different terrains. You can also add and place shops and NPCs, such as the womps that you can place in order to pay them in order to get by, or just straight up put down a shop in order for people to buy items. Now I once again don't go very specific with characters, but they could have a decent character list. Like for the most part, I just want my Hammer Bro back and add some cool ones and some obscure ones, like maybe just throw in a Goomba again like they just recently did. But I would love to see a lot of these, just character rosters be unique again. Instead of just having characters we expect, maybe add some secret enemies or something that we just weren't looking for. Like maybe Pauline can join, and Cappy as well from Super Mario Odyssey. And then finally, I want to go over the mini games because I love the mini games. That's what makes Mario Party for the most part, is fun mini games. But as much as I would love to be able to make our own, I just don't think that would be possible in a game that you're already creating boards in. So I think right now Nintendo would give us probably a list of 100 to 150 pre-made mini games, and they could just keep adding mini games for us to place into our maps, which would be really cool. These mini games would come from past games like they just did with Mario Party Superstars, so it works. They could just give us some really fan favorite classic mini games and brought back in HD. You can set a mini game to be played every round, or if you land on a specific space like in the kart game, or you can just have it completely random. It just pops up whenever. But there are also going to still be the free-for-all mini games, 2v2, 1v1 duels, and 3v1 mini games, but I would also like there to be a selection of boss battle mini games return as well. The boss battles will be placed at the halfway mark, so like if there's 10 rounds, at the 5-round mark, you will see a boss mini game, and then at the very end you'll see one. Now this would work best for the card game style. Obviously that's where they come from, where you're halfway through the board, you play a boss mini game and get rewarded mini stars. And I think that's the big thing, is what is the reward going to be if it's any other game style, because it's normally just mini stars. I guess you can make it tons of coins if you win this type of game, or if you play the one at the very end, the very final boss battle of the board, maybe you'll get like an extra star or something if you're going for big star counts instead of just a couple. But it's completely up to the creator of the board entirely. But with a lot of weird things Nintendo has done in recent years with Mario Party, I actually really do like the boss battles that they've added. And that's pretty much everything. Obviously online would work the same way Mario Maker has always worked. You know, people upload their different boards online for people to download and play. Maybe you can just download them and save them in a folder where you can just have friends come over and you have a whole bunch of boards ready to go. So I think that works. Or maybe people can just upload like a batch of mini games that they chose to be the best for people to play online, and maybe you can just play mini games online. But I think this would be a really fun concept to have unlimited boards, tons of different designs from people all over the place. This would be amazing, and I really hope Nintendo considers doing something like this in the future to keep Mario Party alive in a game that would continue to be alive for many, many, many years to come. But thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. If you really enjoyed this concept and idea, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Mario Party and Nintendo in general, and help us reach 200,000 subscribers. We are so very, very close. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.